Welcome to today's webinar. Today's webinar will be focusing on the HVAC solution with iNELS system. So how the webinar will talk about how through iNELS we can control HVAC solution efficiently and with more comfort. Today's webinar will be running around 30 minutes. I will be discussing different ways of connecting HVAC solution with the iNELS system. And we will be focusing each solution one by one. And then at the end, you can ask me questions which are coming to your mind. You can also write in chat so that at the end, I can reply to all your questions. So let's get started. So why you need to choose us, iNELS, for your HVAC control? As you know, iNELS is a solution or system which offer wired and wireless solution. So we have a very wide range of option to control comfort, to offer comfort in your installation or your project. First of all, nowadays we are always talking about the energy efficiency. So with iNELS system, we can achieve a very good energy efficiency in the HVAC system because HVAC system are consuming around 70% of the energy in a installation, even if it in a villas or hotel or commercial, 75% of the energy is consumed by HVAC system. So it is very necessary to control and to propose a very efficient HVAC solution. So we offer a very good solution, energy efficient solution in our HVAC that we can control HVAC solution when the door is open, when the window is open, when nobody is present. We can use many kind of automation restrictions in the heat cooling control. And then we can discuss about smart control. So using our controllers, application, and actuators, we can efficiently or control this HVAC system very smart. We will discuss about various kind of control option in the next slide. And then there is a customizable solution which we can offer that we can mix heating and cooling together. We can combine energy efficiency together, or we can control different type of HVAC system using Modbus protocol, using MQTT protocol, or direct FCU control. So these customizable options are also available with us. Here in this slide, you can see that there are different control options for iNELS which we offer. First of all, we have a central unit, mini central unit with different type of protocols or different types, like 2-bus system, 1 bus and 1 daily, and 1 bus and Modbus. So CU310 Modbus, which is planned specifically for energy efficiency and also for smart HVAC control. You know, Modbus is widely popular for HVAC system, even in old HVAC system as well as new VRF, VRV, and AC system supports Modbus. Even most of the AC manufacturers supports or offer Modbus gateway, which is easy for us to integrate with the CU310 to control and monitor. We can also discuss it in the later slide, how you can make parameters using the CU310 Modbus. And we have a GRT370, which preliminary work with our heat cool controller, which is also available in the virtual controller available in the central unit. So it can be paired with the heat cool controller, and then it can turn on the relays for fan, turn on AC, turn off AC, and then control heating, cooling pipes. And that is how it is working. So GRT70 is technically working together with our switching actuator and also the virtual heating cooling controller. I think this slide is full. I see one comment that kindly make the slide full. I don't know if it is full. Okay. So yeah, GRT370 is mainly to work together with our fan coil unit or switching actuator to work with the virtual heating cooling controller. Then we have GRT300, which is an upcoming product, which is inbuilt with fan coil or relays to control fan speeds or FCU directly, to turn on, turn off the fans, and also to turn on and turn off the heat pump, cool pump, or the valves. Then we have RFTC3, which is a very unique product in the market, which is in wireless. So you can combine all the wireless actuators, controllers, and it works as a gateway in a hotel retrofit projects. It also offers Modbus, so you can control. It act as a Modbus master, so you can also communicate directly with the fan coil, VRV, or a VRF system. Then we have RF Touch. It is also in wireless, and you can create again virtual controller, heating and cooling controller, and pair with the wireless actuator to turn on and turn off HVAC system. Then we also have that Inspinia line of units. Inspinia 4-inch, Inspinia 8-inch and 10-inch screens, and this can control two different kind of HVAC brands using add-on module. So you can see add-on module. So there are different kind of VRF add-on module for different brands, which we will discuss in later slide. It also communicates with Modbus HVAC system directly. So to club it with iNELS, you can use iNELS add-on module plus this VRF add-on module, so you can work iNELS system and VRF system together. Or you can use MQTT to connect to the Inspinia screen and then connect VRV module and then communicate with the HVAC system. This is one way. And then there is Aircon gateway, which is also coming with Modbus and iNELS add-on. So you can use this gateway in the iNELS project to communicate with different AC manufacturers. So there are different models of Aircon for different brands. We will also discuss it in the later stage. So I discussed in the initial slide that we have a virtual heat HC controller, where preliminary we are designing. When we are designing a project, we add this HC controller to the project and then link the GRT370 or GRT350 or GRT300 into this controller, and then you can link the output, heating output, cooling output, or the valve. And then this controller will act as a master, and it will monitor, take the current temperature. It will also act as a master to get the required temperature from the GRT370 and automatically switch on heating output, cooling output, supply, and so on. So this is a virtual controller present in all the mini central units. So you can use all our actuators, all our thermostat to work in this ecosystem. So this is the basic way of controlling fan coil and also the normal heating systems in Europe and FCUs mainly in the Middle Eastern region for cooling. You can achieve energy management through this virtual heat cool controller because you have an option to connect window detector. So when the window detector is open, you can turn off the heat cool controller. Also, you can club motion detector. So when there is no motion, you can turn off the heat cool controller. This is how you can achieve energy efficiency in this virtual controller. Also, you can achieve optimal comfort. You can create different plans. You can create different favorites, custom favorites in this heat cool controller, so that the users will have optimal control using their favorites. So this is the basic. I am not going to explain it to you because you already know about it. Let's focus on the new product, which is the upcoming product called CU310 Modbus. So this is the very unique product or very smart product which can control HVAC system very efficiently. Here you can in the other side you can see different ways we can control HVAC system using the CU310 through Modbus. Okay, as I mentioned, CU310 has a Modbus terminal in its design. So it is a Modbus RTU, so you can use A plus, B, and ground for connecting the Modbus line using RS485. And the CU310 will act as a Modbus master. So again, you have to create a heat cool controller. So CU310 will have a heat cool controller, and from that heat cool controller, you can automatically set fan speeds. Depends on the set temperature and current temperature, it will act accordingly. Also, it can automatically turn on heating and cooling valves. Depends on the set temperature or favorites. And this can be linked with the Modbus parameters. In the next slide, I will show you how you can use it. But first, I will discuss different method where you can control CU310 using through the Modbus protocol. So in the first diagram, you can see that CU310 is connecting directly to the indoor unit using the Modbus cable. So in this way, you can use our GRT370 to set temperature and then eventually turn on this Modbus. So what you need is you need to have the Modbus register table for this indoor unit fan coil, and then using the GRT370 as a controller, you can set different parameters to turn on the Modbus. So this is case one. Then case two, you can use any Modbus thermostat. If it is an existing one, you can use that Modbus existing thermostat and connect to the CU310 Modbus terminal and switch on or switch off our fan coil unit, or use our actuator to turn on, turn off the heating or cooling outputs. Then you can use HVAC system completely for the to control and turning on or off this HVAC system. So we will get information from the Modbus thermostat registers, and we can also and CU310 will act as a master, get this information from the Modbus. We can read these parameters from the thermostat, and it will act. It will turn on, turn off the fan speed on and off of the FCU in the Modbus line. You can also use any components from the iNELS system, like motion detector or door contact or any other logics in this thermostat and FCU units. So next we can see how it is used in the device manager, how we can add a Modbus unit there. So CU310, if you go to the IDM and then if you add the parameters, Modbus master, and you can add normal inerts bus, and you can add a GRT370 there, and then you can add a Modbus unit extra, and add a Modbus device, which is called Modbus unit, and then you can set, by referring the HVAC unit parameter table, you can set different uh, um, addresses for different parameters. Like, for example, if you want to turn or control or read the mode status, you can use this Modbus unit and the device one, enter the register address of this Modbus parameter, and then from the virtual thermostat, virtual heat cool controller, you can turn on, turn off these device, or set the Modbus command to this address using this Modbus device. So, for example, let's consider that we have a Modbus FCU, and it has register address 0 to turn on the auto mode. Yeah, so you can use Modbus device 1, register address 0, and then you can select data type as read and write, and then you can send command when we need to set the fan coil to auto mode. So you can add, and you can add more devices if this FCU has more parameters. So all the parameters can be addressed here in this device manager, and then you can drag and drop it into the design plane and create logics there. And then we have GRT70, which we already discussed before. It can be used as a part of heat cool controller in the iNELS system, and then you can create logics between the FCU controller in the iNELS or any actuators to turn on and turn off the heating and cooling system. GRT300 and RFTC3, which is same design. One is in wireless and one is in bus. It is also having inbuilt relay. You can see the diagram here. 3 relays for fan speed and 2 for on and off heating and cooling. And then you can also see another segment with valves, heating or cooling valve, which is analog type. And then you can use inputs like digital inputs or temperature inputs. And then you can see 2 Modbus terminals where it communicates to other system using Modbus. And it acts as a Modbus master. We also have an option to set it as a Modbus slave. So it will control and communicate with the third-party HVAC system using Modbus protocol. And then we have aircon gateway, as we discussed from Inspinia. So there are, so this is the use case connection diagram, which you can see in one side. You can use CU38, you can use aircon and GRT370, and CU310 and GRT370 is connecting to the aircon using iNELS module. So iNELS bus module can be connected there, and then Modbus aircon can be communicated to the FCU unit through Modbus IP protocol. So this is how it is working, and we have different type of aircon gateways for Daikin, different terminal setup, and Mitsubishi, and then Samsung. And then we have Inspinia solution completely with screens. So as I mentioned before, there are different type of VRF add-on module. So you can use one module in Inspinia screen there are different type of add-ons for Daikin, Hitachi, LG, Samsung, Toshiba. So it depends on the air condition module you are using in your installation. You can buy one of this add-on in one port and use iNELS in the other add-on port. Or if it is a 4-inch touchscreen, then there is only one add-on port. So in that case, you can connect to iNELS system using MQTT. Please make sure that if you are using MQTT, then you need to have MQTT broker installed in the installation. And finally, through iNELS system, we can also integrate CoolMaster or indices through two protocols, one using MQTT and other using Modbus. So there is a Modbus terminal for CoolMaster devices. So you can connect our CU310 directly to the CoolMaster using Modbus and then communicate to the other to the HVAC system, which is not mentioned in the or which is not supported in the Inspinia or directly in us. We can control it through the Modbus. Even Indus also is having Modbus gateway, so you can connect and control it through the CU310. And also through MQTT, you can directly connect, but it is a little bit complicated. I would recommend to use Home Assistant or Node-RED platform to use these MQTT integration and use CoolMaster or indices there, and then create automation in this platform. So these are the different ways we can control HVAC system using or through iNELS. So we discussed different scenarios. One directly using direct HVAC control using GRT3 iNELS units like GRT370 iNELS actuators, fan coil units. And then second, we discuss about the Modbus protocol. So we have RFTC3, GRT300, and CU310 Modbus for the Modbus integration with third-party HVAC system who supports Modbus. And then we have Inspinia, different options, Aircon Gateway also add-on. And then finally, through MQTT integration. I hope it is clear enough for you to understand how you can propose a solution within us. So if you have any question, you can ask now.